Welcome to the world of CONVO with CINO. Prepare to be captivated by the electric energy of CONVO with CINO. Get ready for exhilarating interviews that put the spotlight on visionary business owners and trailblazing entrepreneurs across the realms of finance, fashion, fitness, and beyond.
Man, we are live. We are live. Welcome to another Wednesday night of CONVO with CINO. And you know who it is. It's your man, Corey Williams, aka CINO. And we in the building. And I got my co-host joining me here in a minute. Shout out to 22. Get well soon, my brother. We still praying for you. But we've actually added a new counterpart to the show, a female perspective. So, shout out to Marsha, Lyles. She'll be joining us shortly. But until then, you got your man, Corey Williams, man. So let me make sure, we vibing on all channels. Let me check everything out on the social media. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your social media. Guess what? CONVO with CINO is there. All you gotta do is type in CONVO with CINO, and and we in the building. So shout out to everybody, man. Hopefully y'all had a good week. I know I did. I did. So excited. I such a good week. I got a little a little sinus pressure going on, so I had to break out the tea tonight, y'all. I got a couple cough drops in there with a little, I can't tell y'all all my secrets, you know what I'm saying? But here we go. What's up, Marsha?
What's up, CINO? You know what? I was just sitting here and I realized I didn't even have my camera on, and I didn't know I would just pop up on your screen like I was a genie in a bottle or something. So I'm here. What's that?
Well, let me make it. Man, this is some tea. This what's that tea? Herbal essence. Herbal, is that called herbal?
Herbal essence?
Yeah. Herbal, is that the name of it? I can't. Yeah, but it's the good stuff.
Okay. All right.
Got a couple cough drops in there. I had a little sinus pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the weather. Huh?
I had the same thing going on last weekend.
Yeah, let me pull you up on the big screen. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. So how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Some great things happening,
So what'd you do? I know yesterday was a special day for yourself and myself, right?
Well, you know what? That's correct. Yesterday was actually a pretty special day. It was like a holiday almost. We should just make it a national holiday.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. I ain't singing the whole song. I can't. I'm a little hoarse.
Come on now, you got to give me the Stevie Wonder version.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay.
Nice. So happy belated birthday. Well, I wish you happy birthday, but for those who don't know, yesterday was Marsha's birthday. So
right.
Definitely we celebrating life here, man. Hold on. Let me give you some applause. That was short. Hold on. That was kind of short. There we go. And I said special for you and I because if you don't know, everybody know I'm a daddy's. I'm trying to be daddy of the year. But if you don't know, it was me and the Poopadoo birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to her. She's my birthday.
Look at that. Look at that girl. Look at that. That's daddy's girl. You see the smile on my face when I think about it. Look, yep. So that was me 5 years ago, because she was 1. And that's the exact same shirt. I haven't wore that shirt. I got that shirt clean, and I wore the exact same shirt yesterday for her birthday.
That's awesome. It looked like it might be a little bit loose on you now. It may be looser than it was the first time you wore it.
No. I didn't got a little, I didn't got a little. Now you can see the hair difference. I mean, I had a little.
Yeah, you know what? That looked like when I saw that. I was like, yeah, he was holding on to it back then. He couldn't let it go.
I was trying my best to hold on to that little hair. I was trying my best, man. And speaking of hair, shout out to my barber. He asked me to give him a shout out. Shout out to my man Malik Matthews at XL Barbershop in Lyles, Illinois. And he cut me, he makes sure I'm nice and bald. He do he put the lather on, he put hot towel on my head, and keep my, so shout out to my guy, Malik Matthews, XL Barbershop, man, and the crew, the whole crew at the barbershop. Young boys, real respectable, love going there, love the energy. I get in and out. But I like being pampered a little bit. That'd be my little pampering time,
Of course.
Yeah.
And the bald look looks good on you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So what'd you do for your birthday?
Well, two gentlemen took me out to eat for dinner yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
You had
two of them, honey.
Two of them.
Okay. No, I mean, what can I say?
Hey, America's Most Wanted. You over there looking like Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks?
I mean, Tyra Banks is a beautiful woman. What you talking about?
Say I look like Tyra Banks, is he? Okay, now. Come on now, Floyd.
Hey, we gonna talk about Floyd later. We got something to talk about Floyd.
Okay.
And shout out to our guest coming on, Miss Tiffany Ingram. But what do you do? What these two guys do with you? Who are these two special guys?
Okay. So, they're not what you think, but what makes them even more special is that they're my sons, and they love to see me get dressed up. And normally, when they see me get dressed up, I'm leaving out without them. And so, I got dressed up yesterday, and it was like a nice little date, special date for mommy though, and. We talking about doors being open and chairs being pulled out, and hey, you got to start them early,
Man, shout out to the young soldiers, man. Shout out to the young soldiers.
That's Noah and Jonas, my babies.
Shout out to Noah and Jonas. Man, two biblical names too. Come on, them gonna be some good brothers. I know they good. No, they good with them names.
Yes. Yep. It just
two of the fishes. What's up with the water? Because those are the fish. So Noah was the ark and Jonah was the one in the whale. What's up with you in the water?
Peace. I never thought about that before. There you go.
I'm a Bible. I know a little something about the Bible. I'll make my way around the Bible.
Totally, man. Even though the zodiac stuff, it has nothing to do with the Bible, but yeah, I never thought about it. Both of them had something to do with water. Belly of the fish, and then the whale, and then the other one, saving, following God's orders.
Absolutely.
So those are my two little heroes right there.
Man, that's what's up. Well, we got our guest on. Let's get into this. Let me read this disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed during CONVO with CINO Live are those of the host, guests, and contributors, and do not necessarily reflect the policy or position of CONVO with CINO, its affiliates, Program Enhancement 22, Marsha, Lyles. Viewer discretion is advised. This show is intended for informational and conversational purposes only. All right. So this is a superstar we got on, man. This is a good friend of mine. And I've seen her just advance in this space. And so tonight we're talking about AI. Y'all like the background, computer AI, and I tried to, tailor it for our guests. But I know you got some information. You want to introduce our guest tonight?
I sure will. So tonight we'll be talking with Tiffany Ingram. She gave the whole government name. My apologies. She's the founder and CEO of Luxe Business Solutions. That's an award-winning executive advisory firm specializing in workforce transformation, fractional CHRO leadership, and AI governance. With over 15 years in executive HR, she helps CEOs and leadership teams modernize their workforce and implement AI responsibly. That's reducing risk while accelerating growth. Her philosophy is simple. AI isn't the threat, poor strategy is. So we would like to welcome Tiffany Ingram. Welcome to the show.
What's up? Let me get you some applause. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, happy birthday, Marsha. Girl, you look good over there. You looking good.
You look good too. We here blessing this show for CINO. I told him we're gonna have to change the name soon.
Hold on, I'm gonna put y'all up top. I'm gonna put the ladies up top. I'm gonna let y'all do that thing.
You gonna let us have it?
I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Okay. Well, you know what, Tiffany, it's such a pleasure having you on the show, and I'm truly looking forward to learning more about what you do. AI is a big deal now. So welcome.
Thank you guys for having me. It has been a long time coming. But I do believe in God, and the timing is perfect. So I'm super excited to be on the show with you guys today.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So tell us who you are. We told the people who you told us who you are, but now you tell the people who you are. Because let me tell you something. The last few people that sent me their information, they done had movie scripts. And I'm like, look here, this CONVO with CINO live, the free version. This ain't the one you paid for.
No, I'm not gonna do your audience like that. That is the scripted version that I send out. But again, Tiffany Ingram, yes, I did give my whole government, gal, forgive me. But I really, owner and founder of CEO of Luxe Business Solutions, and just getting into the AI space. Funny story, I started my business, or really stepped into it full time after my role was eliminated. So I had a choice. I could either pivot and go back into corporate America or stand 10 toes in my business. And I decided to do that because I really wanted to demystify the whole, it's the whole persona around AI. And I will say this, AI is a tool. And when I talk to clients, I want to make sure that they understand that it's not here to replace people. If that's what you're looking for, I'm not the solution for you, but really helping you to amplify and gain your competitive advantage in your industry or sector without sacrificing your people, because your employees are the heartbeat of your company, right? They're the ones that are going to deliver your customers, what your services or whatever you're providing products. So I just think it's important that people really focus in on workforce strategy and how to really prepare their people for the disruption that's happening. So in a nutshell, I come in and help you really see the big picture and help get your folks ready. So again, AI can help amplify and really empower them to go far beyond what you can even think of. So,
man, hold on. I gotta drop the bomb for that. Hold on, I gotta drop the bomb. Yeah.
You are funny tonight,
man. Wow.
I love to hear that. It's so much girl power going on this month, actually. And next month is Women's History Month. I don't know if you know, last week was one, but now this is another threat. But, just to hear how women are leaving the workforce, corporate America, and now we're branching out and starting our own businesses, and more so to help other people. And I always say, in order to survive, you have to figure out where there is a need. And this is a space where there was a need. So kudos to you for figuring that out. We have to grow with the change in technology. So you said that AI isn't the threat. Poor strategy is. So what are leaders consistently getting wrong when they adopt AI?
So I would say that we're jumping to integrate any and every solution, everything that comes out, every update that's happening, Microsoft, OpenAI. We're just in a rush to let's get this thing into our organization. And you don't even know what problem is that platform solving, right? So you're doing this without a strategy to begin with. I always tell people I have 4 frameworks that I've created, and one helps you to pinpoint what issue are you trying to solve? Like, what does success look like for you? And let's see what solutions actually do that and can scale with you. Because you can integrate a solution today, and guess what? In a year or 2, you're going to need to integrate something else because it can't scale with you. So they really don't have, again, a roadmap to say, this is where we are currently, this is what we want, or this is what the future looks like. And also, here's the training that we need to, again, ensure our employees have in order to be successful. So they're just jumping the gun and saying, you know what? There was a story back 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago? Klarna decided to eliminate 700 jobs, their customer service people. And that's actually the article that started me on this path. I started my journey out of fear. I'm just going to put that out there. I read the article. I saw these people being displaced. And basically, the article said, if you're in the customer service field, AI is coming for your job. I was like, oh, Lord, let me figure this out real quick. I'm one of them. I'm not a victim of circumstances. I'm going to figure it out. So I'm not, this ain't the victim mentality over here. And so I figured it out. And do you guys realize, like, 2025, Klarna had to rehire most of those people back or fill those positions back. Why? Because their customers didn't want to talk to a bot. They still wanted to talk to humans. So although they were jumping on the bandwagon, they weren't in touch with what their customers' expectations are. And so a lot of that's happening now. It's, you don't know what problem you're solving, and you don't even understand if that's a problem. So I always tell people, know what you're solving and work backwards.
You know what, we were just talking about Noah's Ark, right? And you can kind of look at that biblically, like, you want to jump on this boat, right? But you don't have all the necessary tools in order to weather the storm. So now here comes Tiffany with this, well, hey, this is the idea that I have. This is what I figured out, and let me help you with this. That's cool. I love that.
Thank you.
So Tiffany, so you mostly work with businesses and large companies, right? You're more B2B, right?
Now I am. So when I first started in my journey, I've pivoted, right? I was B2C at first. Like, I'm teaching at the community college. I've created an app that you can download or purchase on Google and Apple Play Store. Like, I was all about, let me help the people understand what AI is so we can level the playing field, right? Because the more you fear it and the less you do, the further behind you will be. The train is leaving the station, and we all need to be on it and understand it. And I even tell people, if you're not, if your stance is, I don't want to involve myself with AI, I don't want to know, you need to know the very basics and how it's going to impact your life, how it's going to impact your children's lives, because they're being taught it at school, they're being exposed to it, right? How it's going to impact you at work. So you have to understand it, at least at the very bare minimum. And so again, without the pure quantity of people in a B2C type framework, it wasn't working for me. Like, the bank account wasn't bank accounting.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have those people that are delusional that think that they're not replaceable, like AI can't replace them. I mean, so I know you run into the delusional people that no matter what you tell them, they can't do what I do. Oh, yes, they can.
But I will tell you this: AI can't do it like a human. But here's the but, right? AI is redesigning how we do our work. And so we're really changing what we feel is acceptable, right? It used to be, okay, if we look at people with typewriters, well, people used to write it first, then they got a typewriter. So the person that they used to write everything, looked at the person on the typewriter like, but you can't do it like me, but they're still doing it. And that became acceptable. So then when you move to computers, the person on the typewriter is like, well, you still can't type like me. I don't have to, because now this is acceptable. So our expectations are changing, and what the winners will learn and master is that I need to change with the expectation.
Mm-hmm.
I need to shift with the expectation. I can't stay having a BlackBerry phone if everybody on iPhones, right? I can't stay driving a Pinto if we got flying cars, right? You have to change and pivot with what's happening. And so I think that that's the thing now that will separate the haves from the have-nots, because we're seeing in the job market, there are jobs out there, but you have to have some sort of AI skill set, right, in order to be able to work in these jobs. So again, it's changing the way we work, the way we live, really.
Oh my gosh. Well, CINO, I mean, I know I'm guilty. My chat GPT, you know what? I'm just expecting it one day to just really get an attitude with me, because this might turn into a toxic relationship, because I need it so much for everything. So even I mean, and it knows you so well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Chakisha is my bestie. Chakisha, that's my girl. I'm up at 1:00 in the morning. My chat GPT has told me, look, you need to go to bed. We will figure this out tomorrow.
I know. Yes. Yesterday, I saw this prompt where I saw people posting on social media to put in your chat GPT, hey, roast me.
Girl.
It hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah. It's gonna do what you ask it to do. It's going to do it.
It hurt my feelings.
So besides Chat GPT, what would you say the top 5 performing? Because I've been wanting to try Claude for a while, and I've just been lazy not to download it, and because we get so used to what you're using. So what's the top 5 and commonly used, and who's really taking over the market and where you see the market going?
Okay, so I would say, and I'm going to disclaimer this, your top 5 is going to be the top 5 things that you do every day, right? So my tech stack consists of ChatGPT. I have Claude too as well, because Claude is, ChatGPT is really good for like brainstorming and things like that. If you want better copy, so better like social media copy, Claude is better, right? Claude will get you together. Like ChatGPT sounds real robotic. Claude sounds more natural. Okay. Now Copilot. So again, another large language model. I do use that from time to time, because as we all know, Copilot, Microsoft is killing it. They've embedded it into their products. So, right, you bring up Word, Copilot's in there. You bring up Excel, you can actually use the large language model within this product to, like, if you needed to build a PowerPoint presentation, guess what? Open up PowerPoint, type in a 1-sentence prompt, and you have a PowerPoint presentation in 5 minutes. And so I use 3 of those depending upon what I'm doing. Perplexity. If you are not using Perplexity, it has changed the game for me. So Perplexity is like, I call it Google on steroids. You type in what you're searching for, and it gives you a summary in one screen with also the sources. So you can click the article to see where Perplexity got this information from. So when I'm doing a lot of research, when I see things on Facebook or social media that I want to repost, especially on LinkedIn, I put it through Perplexity just to make sure it's accurate, because we still have to do our due diligence to make sure that what we're getting from ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot is accurate. So I'll use that, and there's a free version. So a lot of the platforms I'm going to talk about, there's a free 99 version, but it's limited. Perplexity does that.
Give me the pay. I gotta pay.
Well, here's the deal. So you're gonna end up like me. I had over $500 in subscriptions because I was just buying them, right? Because I wanted to test them. I wanted to see. I wanted to, you buy the annual subscription, and that's a couple hundred. So test it and see if you like it first, and then pay. So okay, so
it's only like $20, like what, $19, like I think I got the paid version of ChatGPT.
Look, them $20 add up, because
Marsha, you got me coughing over here. Watch you cough, you got me coughing.
Look, y'all don't get me sick over here now.
Lord have mercy. We need some cough GPT.
Yeah, that's ChatGPT. What can we do about this?
Yeah.
I also use some Gemini products too. So Gemini, you gonna make it? Lord. Have mercy.
Lord have mercy. That's Marsha. She got me doing shit. I'm watching her over there tomorrow. She done triggered mine. I've been cool since I cut your camera off next time you got a call. Don't just me.
You done triggered him. He over there sweating.
Man. Man.
Oh, have mercy. Ooh, let's make sure you don't pass out, sir.
Man. All right, I'm back.
Okay, you back? Okay.
I'm back.
Ooh, child. Get him some water.
Yeah. I got my water too. Let me get my water. Hold on. I got all my stuff. Water, everything CONVO with CINO though. Everything.
Okay. All right. So yeah, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and Copilot. Okay. Okay, one more. Oh, there is a Brandwell. Is it Brandwell.ai or Brandwell.com?
No, don't worry about it. You can't. We'll stay with the top four.
Well, no, because this is important. So when you're looking at, it's a free tool too. When you're looking, because there are a lot of platforms that will look to see if something's AI generated. And so this free resource will help you to not come across as AI generated. So to tell you if a human did it or it was AI generated. So if you're looking more for a more humanistic feel, then you can put your copy in there and it'll tell you. It's like a AI detector. That's what it's called. So I use that too, especially if I'm using ChatGPT or Claude for social media posts. Because I want it to be more human. And if you're looking at ChatGPT or any AI generated material, you're going to become immune to it. So it's just better to have that third eye so you don't come off again as being robotic.
Yeah. And if you guys got any questions for Tiffany, we live. So if you got any questions, put them in the chat. I mean, because this is not something that's a regular topic. Like, this is very, very important. This is our future at stake. The way we live, the way we are gonna live. And so, what do you think about like kids in AI and where education is going?
So I just had this conversation this morning, and I talked to someone, and she was telling me about a story with her daughter and how her daughter had to put her homework into like this AI detector and make sure it wasn't AI generated. And so, yes, that's a good thing. But here's the deal. We all know that China passed a law back in September that their kids start learning about AI at age 6. Okay. So what the school district or school systems are now challenged to do is that you have to find a way to integrate AI into the curriculum that doesn't negate the learning piece.
Yeah.
Meaning they're learning differently. And because if we don't, right, America's going to be behind. If you have a child interacting with AI from age 6, and we're just not talking about it when we're an adult, or we're saying, hey, you know what, we don't want you to do that. What are we doing? And we see businesses are shifting their entry level work to AI, right? So what are these kids doing when they're getting out of college? You know what I mean? We're creating a situation, and if we don't respond to it appropriately, the kids that are graduating are going to feel it, because they're going to exit school, be expected to have this skill set that they do not have.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, we have to be intentional. It's just like when the calculator came into the equation, right? People couldn't do longhand, but they still learned how to do the equations utilizing a tool. And that's what AI is going to challenge our current educators to do, to figure out how can they preserve learning, because learning is a skill, and really ensure that, again, the children and adult learners are getting what they need.
Yeah, that's a pretty tricky question, because that's true. Calculators, they didn't want us using calculators in class. They didn't want us cheating. And so my daughter, for example, she's in college, and you know that you have to write a lot of papers in college. They know if it was done with AI, you will get dinged for it. And so it's like, to me, I feel like we're going to have access to these things anyhow, you know, at some point. So why not just allow it? You know, let us master using it at this point, because, you know, a lot of kids, calculators are just accessible. We have them on our phones now. Back in the day, you know, it was like you have to pay a lot of money to get a calculator. So all these things are accessible. I just find it strange that they still want to make it hard. They bring on this technology, but then they want to make it difficult for especially the kids when they utilize it. I understand they need to learn and, you know, independent and stuff like that, but I don't know.
It's like, again, the technology came before the strategy came, right?
Okay.
And so had they said, hey, this is how we're going to use AI in the schools, this is how we're going to challenge our students to learn. Like, you can allow someone to create a paper with AI, but make them do a presentation and explain, right? What is it in their own words? You can combine it, because both skills are necessary. So again, we just need to be creative on how we're utilizing it and how we're teaching people to utilize it.
Yeah, because I find that, like, even the prompting, that's really a skill, because I found myself going back and forth. No, that's not it. And so it's not like, it's like you said, it's not like it's doing it for you, but it's doing exactly what you tell it to do. But putting its own twist through the database. And so, because you gave me a prompt one time, I don't know if you remember this, you gave me a prompt that checked the mess out of me. Checked the mess out about my business. It was a long prompt, and I'm like, but then I heard it say you can use the AI to, like, as a business partner, you can have it talk to you and respond as your business partner, as a friend. A lot of people are using it for therapy now. Like, you know, I think they said therapy is the #1 use of AI.
And
is that correct? Like, you know, therapy?
Well, and so I know there's a law here there's a law in Illinois that says that they can't, or it's something barring them from doing that. Because here's the thing. And I talked about this on another show. You know, there's a platform out there. It's like a legacy, a generational legacy platform that you could take a video of one of your loved ones and upload it to this platform. And when they're gone, it's like you open this app and you're still talking and interacting with them. And so the video showed the older woman, she was talking in the phone, and then unfortunately she passed away. And her daughter was pregnant at the time, had her son, had the phone up to the baby's face saying, "Oh, this is grandma." And the avatar was talking, "Oh, my grandson." He grows up, he's still talking to the phone. So he's now, this is grandma on this phone. Grandma is gone. And so this interrupts a natural process of grieving, because what if you can't get to this app to talk to grandma, right? You're having a rough day. You're doing all these things. And so I brought that example up to say there's some areas that AI should not be allowed, right? You need to go speak to somebody if you need a therapist, right?
Or
yes, you need to go speak. Doctor, somebody that's licensed that can understand, because AI, no matter how much it feels real, it's not real. And what if ChatGPT goes down and you're having an emergency? So there's certain places, and I think they're catching on to this because there were some platforms too. There's some lawsuits going on where the platforms encouraged people to end their lives. So again, we have to be careful where we allow that stuff.
Yeah, it can be used for good and it can be used for evil, just like anything,
Yeah.
So, I mean, criminals, I say, the criminal mind is always trying to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? As much as hard as we work for our money, is somebody working just as hard or even harder to try to take it.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, this is great. So where can we find, because we could talk all night about this. What is it that you do? Like, promote your business. Like, what is it? And who is your target market?
So my target market would be mid-sized businesses. I would say some enterprise, and just really depending upon your revenue. If your revenue is above, I would say approximately 5 million, because there are some small businesses that will reach out to me and say, "Hey, you know what? We have the team."
I may as well end this show right now.
Don't do that. Well, you know what? That came. That came.
Bring it home, y'all.
But no, you know what? Don't do me like that. But no, I come in and I help you to really understand what is it that your workforce really truly needs. Where are you as it pertains to AI implementation, or just, again, looking at your workforce strategy? Because as we look at this market as it's getting very, very competitive, you have to upskill and reskill your people. So like manufacturing, there's going to be a lot of grants with the Department of Labor around upskilling and reskilling workers as it pertains to AI. So just, again, really helping organizations get the workforce transformation part down. And then if AI is an applicable tool, then we're going to look and see how you can leverage that to really, again, streamline, increase your productivity without negatively impacting your culture. So that's in a nutshell what we do. And what's the second part? Because I was just on a roll, child. You caught me with the 5 minutes. Like, let me get into it right now.
Like, what's your handles? Like, where can we find it? How can we?
Yeah. So LuxeLink Business Solutions on everything. So I am on LinkedIn. I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. So you can follow me there. I would just say start there, because that's where all the information. There you go. LuxeLink Business Solutions. Catch me outside in these AI streets.
All right. Hey, Tiffany, if your AI was a real person and you were talking to it, what would it sound like? What type of personality would it be?
Oh, girl, I wish I could bring her up. So, ChatGPT has the voice function, so you can talk to it and it talks back. And so Keisha sounds like Keisha. She sounds like she has my mannerisms. Oh, hey girl, hey Tiffany, hey girl, hey. I'm like, oh, okay, Keisha. You know me enough to know to say, hey girl, hey. I'm bringing that energy, girl. So she sounds real upbeat like me. I will tell people, the more you personalize it in the back end, so if you go to your account settings, go to personalization, and spend some time really personalizing your ChatGPT, the more it will sound like, because you can tell it what you want it to sound like too. You can pick the voice, you can do all of that stuff. But oh yeah, she sounds just like she's my bestie from the Westie.
So give one tip on what people should tell their ChatGPT moving forward. What's something that ChatGPT should keep in mind whenever we use it?
One thing, wow. I would say that because we use it so much for information, and this is something I talked about in my class with my AI for everyday use folks, when you're getting information from Chat or Copilot or whatever you choose to use, always make sure that it provides you with the resources that it's drawing from, right? So know where your information is coming from. Anytime I ask it to do something, especially when it's related to my business, even if I say, hey, can you refer different businesses that, well, I always tell it to assume the appropriate role, right? Assume the appropriate role and refer different businesses that I can potentially partner with, and tell me why, so I can understand the logic of thinking. Because I think part of the trust partnership, even with any AI tool, is understanding how it thinks and understanding where the information is coming from, so you know when it's hallucinating or AKA fibbing. So I think that's I know you said one, but that's kind of like a twofold thing. Having it assume the appropriate role, because it's going to assume that persona, and then telling it to show you or provide you with the links or why it's recommending that will help.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Good.
And I'm kind of curious, CINO, what is your ChatGPT? If it had a face or a personality.
It's got one. I don't know how I got it either.
You
but
talk to
he
it.
sounds like a real smooth dude. He like, yeah, so if you do it this way and you do it, he got like a deep voice, but you could tell he black. I'm like, how you know,
Tyrone?
I talk to my, I normally talk. I don't like type nothing in. So I'm normally like, hey, create such and such and such, do this, make this post, blah, 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 blah. So when I did hear it talk, like it kind of scared me, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But he was real cool though.
Oh, wow.
He was real smooth dude. I didn't give him no name yet. I guess I need. Oh,
wow. I think he's interfering with your connection, Corey, because he might not be feeling you talking about him right now.
Yeah, he got the. I see. Sorry, bro.
Like, don't be playing on my name.
Okay. Well, this was a lot of.
I'm just.
This is a lot of great useful information, Tiffany. Thank you for sharing this. I'll definitely take that advice also for setting up my ChatGPT. That's the only one that I use right now.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for sharing this.
You are most welcome.
And so you do classes. You do have classes for individuals who would like. Okay, so share that information, because you talking about people with $5 million.
Well, they make listen. So
down to a regular person. Yeah. Think big, y'all.
But here's the thing: the regular person could say, you know what, we need something like that at my organization, because we're kind of all over the place. And so again, you gotta what they say, shoot for the stars, land on the moon, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but no, I am trying to put together. So let me back up. Not trying. I want to do like an academy and just have module classes. So when I say that Let's Link Business Solutions is an award-winning agency, I created an AI for HR course utilizing this platform called Mindsmith. And I submitted it to the Marcom Awards and the Ava Digital Awards. And that training won an award. So what I'm trying to, won 2 awards, one from Marcom and one from the AVA Digital Awards. So what I'm trying to do is create a library of trainings that people will just have access to. So it's evergreen content. I'll go in and that's another B2C offering that I can offer. Just again, you can go in, take the trainings, really get a better understanding. What is AI? Now they're talking about quantum computers and all this other stuff. Like, what is all this stuff? And so I can truly give, have something for the B2C direct to consumer market. But literally, if people reach out to me and there's enough need, then I'll do a virtual session. I did some on Eventbrite. But again, it's just got to make sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I get enough interest, then I can say, okay, I can host this training. So people can still reach out and I can see what I can do just to create something and host it. But the demand just has to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your awards, man. I've watched, your growth and, watched this thing, evolve, over the, last couple of years. And, because when I met you as a fashionista, you was,
listen,
that was your other thing, so
listen.
To see you, because, because juggling 2 businesses sometimes can, 2 different businesses can sometimes, you got to that's very hard to do.
Oh yeah.
So how was that transition? How was that transition with trying to build 2 businesses, and why did you pick one over the other? Our
current administration made it easier for me with all the tariffs and all this other stuff, because a lot of the products that I would get came from overseas. And so when my job was eliminated, I said, okay, am I going to lean into Tiffany's Closet or I'm going to lean into Luxe Business Solutions? And with the current administration's focus on AI, and then messing with the trades and products that were coming from elsewhere, it just really made it an easy decision for me to pivot. And I haven't totally abandoned Tiffany's Closet, but there needs to be some sort of, y'all know what's happening with everything. And so I'm like, okay, this business seems to be the most lucrative right now. And that's why I made that decision. So it was just really what's happening in the market. How am I going to make this make sense? How am I going to make sure that I pay my mortgage? It was one of those things, and pivoted really, really quickly, extremely quickly.
Yeah. So. Well, speaking of that, let's get into a few topics and then we'll go ahead and wrap up. So let's talk about what's going on, because speaking of the Mr. Trump and tariffs, he actually delivered the State of the Union last night. And I don't know if you ladies got a chance to check any of it out or seen any highlights, but what do you think about, Mr. Trump's conversation, 2-hour-long conversation last night? Okay, well, next topic. Next topic.
I didn't see it. I did not see it.
Did we freeze? Did we freeze? Hold on.
I thought it did.
All right. Okay. I didn't see it. I tried to watch it a little bit just to see. But Trump, to me, always just he always has to have the last word, the winning word of whatever he's doing. And I think he's just delusional in a lot of situations where that narcissist part of him just always comes out when he speaks. He's done everything right. He doesn't make any, I've never seen nobody take no responsibility for anything. He blames it on everything on the last administration, Obama and Biden. I mean, that's just my take on this guy.
Yeah.
I would agree. It's a very, very interesting time. I remember going to a conference and there's a gentleman from Africa there. He's a very wealthy man. And he said, you know, the rest of the world is just watching the US like it's a reality TV show. Like they have their popcorn and they're watching, because some of the things that are happening are just reality TV show type stuff. And I found that to be so profound. He said, you guys went from being the golden child to now reality TV stars. And I was just like, oh,
yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
well, the brother from Wakanda, he made a great point.
And listen, and we listened, and
yeah.
I felt judged. I was like, Lord Jesus. So
well, all right, we're gonna get off Trump because y'all scared.
It's not about being scared, but what are we gonna talk about? Like,
y'all need to be scared. Y'all need to be scared of this. Hold on, check this out. So the military, you know, they shut down Mexico. They got a lot of stuff going on right now over there, and you know, they were warning people not to come out or not to, you know, leave. So first of all, do you guys know anybody that's over there experiencing that situation now? And what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, crazy times, really. Thank goodness I don't know anyone over there.
Yeah.
It's thank goodness I'm not there while it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine getting trapped? Like, I mean, can you imagine like, I'm gonna be honest, like for my birthday, you know, I went to Jamaica, you know, shout out to my guy Dwight. And we just made it out of there right before the hurricane hit. Like a day. Like, you know, so
yeah.
Say what?
I was supposed to went for my birthday, but you messed it up. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'll be messing up.
I'm just kidding.
But I can't imagine like being trapped somewhere. And that was a disaster. This is something, man, like, you know, this is some political stuff. And now, you know, they talking about people sheltering in place over there. And because the cartel has literally just took over the city or the cities or whatever, you know, so.
And it's even worse knowing it's not because of a storm. You're hiding, you're running for cover because people will kill you, you know, so.
Yeah. I probably would have referred back to my military days. Like, look, y'all not gonna get me. Like that was just that. I've been to Iraq twice.
Really?
Yeah. So I was in the Army for 6 years, and my first tour to Iraq was toward the end of my Army career. And then I went back to Iraq as a government contractor. And so what I tell people, the difference is in the Army, you get a weapon. As a government contractor, you do not, because I was not security. And so we would get bombed. And when I saw that picture, it reminded me of that time, right? And so you knew what to do. You had your helmet on, you had your bulletproof vest, you ran in the bunker for cover, you stayed down. Like it's just certain things that you never forget. So I think that for me, seeing that, it was just like, oh, okay, I'm back in Iraq days. We're gonna make it up out of here. Now listen, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
Wow.
Well, we need to book a trip with you then. Next time I go somewhere, I just got hood training. I got hood training. I'll be like,
no, you better turn it right and stop.
You know,
look, you want to make it home? Testing. Is this thing on? Do you want to make it home up out of here? You better turn that thing the right way.
Man, for real. Well, you know, prayers and safe travels, man. Safe return to everybody over there who's doing their thing. Speaking of so let's talk about some money. So Floyd Mayweather is returning to professional boxing after he fights Mike Tyson. So, and the reason why, and Shannon Sharp, just to kind of, you know, talk about what they talked about, they calling him now No Money Mayweather, right? And so reason being because Mayweather has reportedly lost or mismanaged over $350 million of his estate due to Showtime boxing and contract fees and negotiations. Of course, 50 Cent took to social media saying that he should have listened to him because 50 Cent it was doing some business with Floyd Mayweather at the time. And so everybody is saying now that, of course, he was retired. And then now he's doing an exhibition with Mike Tyson, which is ridiculous, and now he's going to come back, and his first fight is with Manny Pacquiao. So this is the fight, of course, the star's going to be there and all that for both fights, just to see Mayweather, period. So he is a big draw. But what do you think about just his return and just based on him losing his money? Do you think he's returning because of that or for the love of the sport?
For the money.
Thank you. Money. They done, and I already said no money Mayweather. I don't know. Did he come out and say, no, I have money. I'm doing it because I love it. He retired for a reason. And that goes back to that financial literacy. Like what they say, a fool and their money shall soon part if you mismanage it, right? So we just got to get better. We have to do better and know who you're putting in these positions to do better for you.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? So
you
it's unfortunate.
You need an AI to read them contracts, sound like.
Child, it sounds like he needed somebody because I can't. 350 million? Are you serious? How do you mismanage that? I thought he was getting into real estate because I thought I saw something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like somebody needs to be brought up on charges. It sounds like some
to get 50 on the show. He could probably answer that for
child. I don't know about 50 Cent. He loose cannon. He just out here tearing up everybody's life. But I just think that's unfortunate, and we really need to do better. And when I say we, like us as our people, we need to understand money and how your money is working for you. So I'm sorry to hear that. To be honest,
yeah, we don't definitely want to, gloat at anybody's misfortune, know. And I think as Black people, man, we got to do better too. Even like with, what they call No Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, he still got more money than the average joker. He got more money than me. So it's just unfortunate, man. But, he carried that persona of, I got the money now. So it's got to be a little embarrassing a little bit, of these, of people in the sports industry referring to him as that now, because they don't have no mercy. People love you when you're on top, but when you fall off, boy, they come for you.
On you like piranhas. And that's crazy. And even coming back to fight, like putting yourself in harm's way. You know what I mean? Again, you made it out unscathed. You had some injuries, but nothing like threatening. Now you're coming back. You're older. It's just again, I'm sorry to see that.
Yeah. And speaking of T.I., I don't think I got the visual for that, but what do you guys think about 50 Cent, T.I., and his son? I heard some stuff his son said today about 50's mother, and it's getting ugly.
Eventually it's going to be, it's getting so bad it's going to start getting uninteresting.
Exactly.
No one's going to care. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we do not care. we do not care.
It's like a plague right now that's just spreading. And on one hand, you don't know, like, are they really serious? Or on the other hand, are people like T.I., he's jumping on because right now this is, and we talked about this before, he's jumping on a bandwagon. This is the momentum, and this is what's going to get my numbers up or get more view. It's the same marketing tactic that's been happening for a long time. So after a while, it's like people probably just won't care. It's going to have to stop at some point.
Yeah. And it'll be on to someone else. I think the drama effect. I think that, I mean, to your point, Marsha, that's a marketing tactic. We love juicy gossip and drama. The more negative, I could post something about how you can save for college money for your kids. And if I post something like, "Oh, I hate this person," I'm gonna get more clicks and more interaction on who she hate, who messing with you, girl. And so I just know 50 has a way of taking you on an elevator down to a lower level real quick. And he comes back up on the elevator smiling, and that's always been a tactic of his. So
he's a master marketer. And you have to think of his TV show Power. How did he come up with that name? You know, you read the book of Power. He has the playbook, and a lot of the things that he does, he know how to get under people's skin. And I'll use for an example, you know, last week all he did was post a photo. We read into it, right? He just put a photo up of Tiny.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
He never said anything. We took it around. It wasn't a personal photo of her at home in the shower in the bed, something that no one else would have been able to get right. And so he's just good at what he does. He knows how to manipulate.
He does the same thing with Lil' Kim. He harasses Lil' Kim from time to time. You know.
Yeah. You know, and if they were really smart about it, well, I mean, you know, you could do it however you want. It shouldn't even bother them. You know, look at it as free promotions. You know.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, 50.
Well, the little boy done got into it now. You can't talk about nobody's mom. You know what I'm saying? So he is on there.
That little boy on here is
paying him up.
King is
King. Yeah.
He do not play. I saw what he posted. And I said, "Oh Lord, it's getting."
I was like, "Whoa, all right." Yeah. I would just stop after that. All right, Fib, no, you can't go back and forth with no little kid, you know. And but hey, yeah. Well, that's all for topics for tonight. Miss Tiffany, thank you for being on and give us one more plug for your business. We one more. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So if your organization is looking for assistance with workforce transformation or workforce strategy, simply, again, preparing your people to navigate through the disruption that's being caused by AI, Luxe Business Solutions is your agency of choice. I often refer to myself as your #1 AI accountability partner. So again, if you're also looking for individual AI literacy courses or just some sort of understanding, please connect with me on Luxe Business Solutions as well. We do have that as a service too. And I'm sharing it with your group because it's definitely not on my website.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Any last words you want to share, Marsha, with our guests?
No. It was such a pleasure having you here on the show, Tiffany.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to talk to my chat GPT about you later.
Okay.
Tell her all the great information that you shared.
And let me know how it works for you. Like, absolutely. Again, I always look for feedback because as the models change, so does some of the responses that you get. And so let me know how that works.
All right. And I'll be following you.
I was going to look you up anyway. So you didn't have to tell me that. Okay. I was going to connect with you, John.
Oh, yeah. I'm on the line with two heavy hitters, two of them, both right. This one up there and that one, both of them.
Look, the biggest.
That's right.
But I tell people it's a big one.
Absolutely. Well, Tiffany, thank you for joining. I'm gonna pay a few bills. Me and Marsha gonna chop it up, and we're gonna get ready to enjoy the rest of this nice Wednesday.
All right, you guys. Thank you again for allowing me to share this platform with you. So definitely, thank you, CINO.
Thank you. About time. I've been trying to get on for a while, so it's about time. Absolutely. All right, talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
All right. All right. All right. So let me pay a few bills real quick. Let me talk about some stuff's going on. Shout out to the union, man. Shout out to the Ford Motor Company, Local 551. They are putting on a WrestleMania 551, March 14th. They just did the boxing event. I heard it was off the chain. I was working. But again, doors open at 6, showtime at 7. This is brought to you by Chris Pina and the Conservation and Recreation Committee. So again, make sure, and this is going to be at the James Humble, what is that? I don't even know the name of it. The James Handy Union Hall. All right. So that's going to be at 130, 135, I can't even read. 13550 South Torrance, 130th and Torrance, 133rd and Torrance. All right. It's in Chicago. So shout out to the union, man. That's a nice flyer too, man. And of course, I can't forget about what I do. Man, Love Your Credit again. We wrapping up for February. Love Your Credit, $3.99 credit repair special. So I am here to help assist you get that score up and where it needs to be, so you can get that home, get in that apartment, get approved for business credit, business funded, whatever you need. I'm here for you. So again, this is a great deal. Only $3.99 for the month of February, and February is almost up. So I think I'm gonna keep it like that for March too. So, but again, appreciate y'all who've been rocking with me, who've been, really, getting these scores up, and that's what I do. And so anything else? What you got going on, Marsha?
Oh man, I always have a lot going on, CINO. You're just gonna have to try to keep up. I'm just kidding. Yeah. There's a lot going on for me right now, but we'll see. We'll talk about that later.
Absolutely. Well, I know you recouping from the birthday. How old are you?
Yes, man. I'm 25 years old. It feels great.
25, huh? Okay. You look 25. You look good. Hey, keep whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Look great. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look great, man. So I had hanging out with this 6-year-old, man, had me on. I got on one of them slides, man, that twisted and turned.
I saw that. He should be sore the next day, because that ain't easy at this age, at your age.
Man, I did not expect that thing to be that to be that fast. I was like, whoa. So yeah, man, but I had a good time.
We had fun, They keep us young, they keep us engaged, and just enjoy every part of it.
No phone ringing in my phone. Same.
Really?
I'm like, that's my mom. I'm like, my mama calling you too? Literally at the same time. So what do you what'd you get from Tiffany's AI conversation?
Man, just don't ask for I can't use it as therapy anymore. I need to go see a real therapist. What about you?
Yeah. You know what? I think just the prompting, asking why, and having it, really respond as that person, that I'm looking to get that response from. So I gotta use that little tip for as far as my responses, and using it more of as a business partner. I kind of skip that part. I just use it for what I want. I don't really use it for feedback and why it's, and the why it's asking me, or giving me that question. And she said something more of to get references of where they got it from, because sometimes, like she said, it might hallucinate or whatever it does to give you, kind of inaccurate responses. So I always want to be accurate on the information I display, especially, being on a platform like this. So, yeah, but great conversation, man. So yeah, other than that, man, hey.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who we have lined up next week, and it's been some amazing guests here.
Absolutely. So, well, it's been real, y'all. Y'all been tuned in to another episode of Convo with CINO Live with your man Corey Williams, aka CINO, and my guest host, Miss Marsha Lyles, checking in, as we do each and every week. Again, shout out to my man 22. Put your tools up, hurry up and get well, brother, so we can all be on the show, man, chopping it up, learning, from all of y'all and sharing it with the people. So, hey, it's been another real show. You know how we do it each and every Wednesday. See y'all next week. We out.